Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Pamela and this is Pamelaworld. So in today's video, I'll be telling you all about what you need to bring along when coming to Japan as an international student. I've had this question so many times: what should I bring along, what should I not bring? And I just thought it wise to do a video to explain everything to you guys. And yes, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and please leave a comment below if you enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions as well, do well to leave them in the comment section. Thank you. This will be in no particular order actually, because I've written so many things I want to discuss, and after that I'll be kind enough to share with you my packing list, like the list of things I brought on my trip to Japan. Okay, so to begin with, there are those who like to pack heavy and there are those who like to pack light. I like to pack heavy because I make room for everything I'll ever need. Like, I don't want to ever remember I've left something at home that I think I would really need on my trip. And as an international student, you will definitely be staying in Japan for more than 6 months. So there are some things you definitely need. So it doesn't matter if you like to pack light on a regular, there's a time where you can pack heavy. And the good thing about packing heavy with Japan is that at the airport, they have the service where you can post your luggage, okay? At the airport, you can post your luggage to your address, but the only disadvantage with that is you get it in a day or two's time. So you might get it on the same day, but it all depends. So let's just peg it at 2 days so that you know what you need. So you can carry the things you might really need urgently in your hand luggage, then put the rest in your other bags, which you post to your address. Yes. So I'm reading from my PC because I'm shooting this from school. Yes, I read from my PC again. And another advantage of packing light is that you might have to switch trains, and if you have a lot of luggage and you are alone, it will be difficult for you to move and make it on time to the next train. So as much as possible, you could use the takubin. It's called takubin. You can just post your luggage, and even if you are from Japan and you are even going home, you can even post your luggage to the airport as well, so that you travel to the airport very light. Cash over credit card. So if you are coming to Japan, you need a lot of cash. Living in Japan is super expensive. I can't emphasize that enough. You need a lot of cash, so carry a lot of cash on you. And you can bring your credit card along for emergencies, but always have enough cash. And you could switch to dollars at the airports in your country, then switch from dollars to Japanese yen, which is the official currency of Japan, when you get to any airport in Japan. Okay, the next thing will be that before you come, you should download some useful apps such as World Remit and Google Map and any weather check for Japan. You should also download a news app. You can have Mainichi Shimbun, you can have NHK. So download whichever one you are comfortable with, but download something. And download Google Maps offline because you will need it from place to place. And Google Maps works very well here in Japan, so it will be very convenient for you, okay? Also, before you come to Japan, do well to take a lot of passport pictures. Taking passport pictures in Japan is expensive. This was a piece of advice a friend gave me before I left Ghana, that, hey girl, do well to take a lot of passport pictures because you will need them as you come here to Japan. So I'm passing that same info to you because it's super true. I ran out of passport pictures, the ones I brought here, and I had to take new ones. So do well to bring a lot of passport pictures because you need them everywhere. You need them in your school, you need them in the city office, you need them when you're filling very important documents. So bring a lot of passport pictures along. Yes, and another thing is your important document. Please bring all your important documents along. As a student, if you have an English proficiency letter from your country, bring it along. Bring your visas, bring your insurance, bring everything you need. Every document you feel is important to you, bring it, because you never know when you will need it to fill any form. So carry it along, carry it all the way here. Yes, bring them all along to Japan. Bring your passport, your visa, yes, and bring your yellow fever card. The yellow fever card is a card that would be issued at the airport or at any hospital, and you need it when you're traveling outside. You need it when you're traveling outside your country. So Ghana, for instance, you need it when you're traveling outside your country. As at the time I was coming, it was 50 Ghana cedis, and that was for Ghanaians, and for internationals it was around 80 Ghana cedis. It might have changed as of now. Yes, so get your yellow fever card. You can get it at the airport, or you can get it at any hospital that does it. You just have to ask and inquire if they administer it. If they do, you should be able to get it from them. Okay, and to make your flights easy, you could get noise cancelling headphones. You could bring along noise cancelling headphones. I think they'll do you a lot of good on your trip, during your transit. And for gadgets, you can bring your laptop, you can bring its charger, you can bring your smartphone and its charger. And please carry along a power bank. And talking about gadgets, there's this one thing I want to tell you. You would need an adapter, a multi-purpose adapter. It's a travel adapter. You can Google it. You know that in every country, the socket is different. In Japan, it's a 2-pin, but it's not the normal 2-pin. It's quite closer. I'll leave a picture up there somewhere. It's quite closer. So you can Google it, travel adapter. Okay, and you can get it in most electrical shops. So carry that along in Japan, because every gadget you need the adapter to charge your gadgets. So bring your travel adapter along. It's very important. You need it. I actually got one when I was coming, and it was very helpful, not just on my trip, but even after I got here. In Ghana, for instance, we have the 3-pin and the 2-pin, but our 2-pin is different from the Japanese 2-pin. So you would need the travel adapter when you are coming to Japan. Yeah. Okay, the next is medicines. If you are someone who takes a lot of medicines, or you're on any prescription, do well to inform your physician that you'll be traveling, and bring enough for about a month when you are coming. Why a month? Because first of all, you are new to Japan, and I don't know your level of Japanese, but to be able to get medicines that might work for you, okay, it might take some time, unless you'll be visiting a physician right in Japan. And also, there's some medicines that are not allowed in Japan, so you would have to check them out. You can check the Japanese narcotics page, you can check the Japanese immigration page, and you would find out the drugs that are not allowed in Japan. But if you're someone who gets headaches easily, please bring enough painkillers for yourself for the first 1 month, and don't try to abuse any drug that you are bringing from home. Just have enough as and when you need it, per your physician's advice. And with painkillers, what I realized is that when I came to Japan, until one lecturer actually told me about a particular painkiller, none of them really worked for me. So they might not really work for you from the beginning. Even till date, aside that painkiller, none really works for me. And their painkillers are on 2 extremes. We have the mild ones. They are virtually mild, and you wonder if it's even a painkiller. And they have the very strong ones, and you cannot buy those ones without a prescription. So you will need to either get a prescription for it, or bring enough that you need for yourself. Okay, and dewormers. If you are someone who takes dewormers often, bring about 2 or 3. Yes, because I brought a few. Yes, so you will need them. So bring them. And if you have any underlying ailments that you take medicines for, please do want to bring your medicines, so that before you actually get the chance to visit the hospital and tell the doctor about what you think, you can still be on that medicine. Another thing I've realized is when you come to Japan and you go to the hospital, they don't immediately give you medicines. They will run so many tests before they administer a drug, like one drug for your condition. And in some cases, they might not even administer any drug at all. They will tell you need rest or something. So if you have any special ailments peculiar to just you, please bring your medicines, bring your inhalers. And there's some things you can't buy over the counter. I'm talking about drugs here. You can't buy over the counter. So please check the narcotics board. There are some antihistamines that are not allowed. Check and you find the list of all the drugs that are not allowed and the ones that are allowed, so that you don't get yourself in trouble for bringing any of those. Okay, then clothes. If you're an international student coming to Japan, you will need a lot of clothes. You will need warm clothes. You will need a few clothes for summer. So depending on the season you are coming in to meet, that's why you need to read a lot as an international student. Read wide, read very wide. So find out if you are coming in spring, you know that you should bring clothes that are quite not so light, but a fleece jacket, something like that. So bear in mind that if you are coming from a tropical country where you have just the dry and rainy season, you need to bring enough warm clothes, because even if you are coming in spring or autumn, it will be very cold for you, because your country might have average temperatures of above 30, and autumn, spring is around 10, an average of 10 thereabouts, so it will be cold for you. When I came, I was super cold. I needed to always pack up myself until I got used to it with time. But if you're from, let's say, the US or UK or Canada, you've experienced more of the four seasons, so it's really nothing new to you. So you would be fine. And I think if you're in any of those temperate countries, you would know how to even pack well for such a trip. So next will be your shoes. Plan to have shoes that you can easily wear and shoes you can easily take off. If you have shoes that would have to involve you tying or putting on the shoe takes you about 10 minutes, it's not going to work for you. You would have to take off your shoes as many times and wear them as many times. So I would advise you to bring shoes you can easily wear and take off. Yes, shoes that you are very comfortable in. Try and change your local driver's license to an international driver's license. Let me show you how it works. If you want to use your license from home in Japan, you must have used it in your country for a minimum of about 3 months as of now. A minimum of 3 good months in your country. Then you change to an international driver's license. That is usually very easy to do. Okay, so if you change it to an international driver's license before coming, you can easily switch to a Japanese license after you write the exam. And bear in mind, this will cost you a little, but this is better than starting the whole process here in Japan, where you have to take the driver's license here. Taking a driver's license test and going to a driving school in Japan is a gold mine. It's super expensive. It will cost you somewhere from $2,000 to about $4,000, depending on where you are taking it. If you are opting for the stay in, where you do about 2 to 3 weeks, that should cost you an average of about $2,000. However, if you want to learn from scratch with a driving school where you don't need to stay in and do it over a period of time, your own comfortable time, it will cost you much more. So it's better to convert your local driver's license to an international driver's license. The next would be your toiletries, your undies, and all those things. Yes, so your toiletries include basic things you need. Let's say if you had to stay at a hotel, what are some of the basic things you need? You would need your toothpaste, your toothbrush, those kind of things. And your undies are like your personal items. I hope you get it. Yes, and If you're an international student coming to Japan, your student support office will usually get in touch with you because they will collaborate with your embassy to book your ticket, to book your hotel and all that. And another thing I would like to add is, if you have the COVID vaccine certificate, do well to include it, because as of now you'll still be required to take the COVID tests. Yes, so do well to include it. Okay, next. Now let's move on to my personal lists, my personal checklists. Hey, before we move to my checklist, there's something in Japan called Omiyage. Omiyage is when you travel somewhere and you bring a gift from that country to give your friends. So please bring something that your country is known for, because you might meet new people, you might meet people who have to help you along the line, you might meet your sensei, that's your supervisor, you might meet some friends who'll be very helpful and all that. And giving them something from your country is a way of showing appreciation right from the beginning. For instance, Ghana is known for chocolate in Japan. If you tell anyone you're from Ghana, the first thing they think of is chocolate. As far as they are Japanese, they know Ghana is known for chocolate. So bringing them chocolate from your home country, okay, tells them a lot, because the normal chocolates we have in Ghana, we don't have them here. Although there's a brand here that has the name Ghana that produces chocolate, okay. So now to my personal packing list. Oh God, this checklist is not exhaustive, guys. You can have your own lists. It's not exhaustive. Okay, so when I was coming, these are the things I brought. Food. I brought gari, I brought shuttle, I brought a cup, cutlery set, and a plate. As of now, I don't know if that is still necessary. But hey, you'll be staying in a hotel. And bear in mind, if you are staying in the hotel as an international student, you usually have to feed yourself. The embassy will not be responsible for feeding you, because they usually indicate that you should bring enough money to survive for the first 1 month on you. So the first 1 month is on you. So if you are in quarantine for 2 weeks, it's also on you. So I think the cutlery is still necessary, although some hotels might give you all that. So the next thing is personals. For personals, undies, handkerchiefs, socks, toothbrush, toothpaste, antiperspirants, shea butter, sanitary pads, soap. Oh, but Japanese actually have good sanitary pads, so you could try that. Clothes, jeans, African print dresses, skirts, tops, sneakers, full shoes, sandals, a bedspread, then 2 bags, a morning coat, night gown. Then you have warm clothes, a jacket, a heat tech, and then certificates, birth certificates, passports, ID cards, yellow card, all the cards, credit card, yeah. Then gadgets, I have laptop bag, external drive, pen drive, adapter. Then hair essentials, you have, I brought I brought Darling King, Key, Noble Gold, Afro Twist, and wig caps. Hey, Pamela. Okay, then drugs, Imodium, Ladinas, Diwema, painkiller. Imodium is very important. Hey, in case you eat something that makes you purge naturally over here, you will need it. Yes. So bring that. So during my time, there was nothing like Corona, so we could travel without mask and all that. We didn't need COVID tests, but now you need them. If you want to travel to Japan, you would have to take a COVID test prior to your entry into Japan, and it's checked at the airport, so you need them. So do well to bring along these certificates of the tests. And the last thing I forgot to mention is I brought some cereals along. I brought Cerelac. Who else thinks Cerelac is not for kids? It's not for just kids, it's for adults too. So I brought some Cerelac, which I consumed in no time. So you can bring whatever cereals you'd enjoy. If you're from a country like Ghana or a tropical country, drink a lot of coconuts before you come, unless you are not a coconut lover. If you're a coconut lover like me, you can imagine how I'm coping. The coconuts here don't taste like those from home. Eat a lot of plantain foods before you come, because you won't get them here. Eat your cassava foods, any delicacies you like. Please eat lots of them. If you would also want to know more about coming to Japan as a tourist, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do a video just for tourists on what you need to bring to Japan when you're coming to Japan as a tourist. I hope this video is helpful. I hope it helps as many international students as possible who are planning their trips to Japan, and I wish you all the best on your journey. That will be all for now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm actually looking forward to doing a video answering the questions that international students have. Thank you. Bye.